I'll still go back 2006 to 2023.
Yes.
No girls' school has won. You are a product of a girls' school, a Bri Girls Secondary School. Are you disappointed that no girls' school has won?
Yes. It makes me quite unhappy when I think about it, because I don't think it's a matter of technical competence. The girls are really competent. They really can do it. In the beginning, I saw a certain pattern. The girls really were usually very reserved. Some were even afraid to get up. You know, when it got to problem of the day, they had to stand up to put their solution on the board. You would see them arguing with each other to figure out who would get up and go. That was the beginning. That was the beginning. So there was a certain lack of confidence that the young ladies had in those days, the early days. These days, I don't see so much of that. The whispering of right answers and yet not coming out with the answer. I don't see so much of that. However, what I have come to realize is that the girls schools do not take this competition as seriously as the boys' schools. Right. Because if they did, they would be I would see them doing some of the things that the boys' schools or the mixed schools are doing. The schools that have consistently done well on this program, they have a pipeline of contestants. So they start their selection even before they get to that final year and they sit up there on stage. Many of them are final year students from high school. So they have the team in their first year, they have a team in the second year, they have a team final year. And all of these teams are sitting, you know, when the final year team is on stage, the other two teams or other teams are sitting in the crowd, calculating, getting themselves ready, making sure that they don't suffer from stage fright, all those things. And the girls' schools don't do this. Some of the schools select their final year students after their mock exams or the West African exams. And so by this point, it's too late, really, to make much of an impact. You may be technically good, but remember there's a game aspect to this that you need to master. And they usually don't have that.
But do they know this?
I have been talking to the ones who come and ask me. I don't impose myself on anyone. But
what about your alma mater, Bri Girls?
What about them?
Yes, because of course, if you're from Bri Girls and you've been the quiz mistress for this long, you should have interest in them winning soon. I wouldn't say one day, yes.
Don't you see that as a conflict of interest?
Is it?
Yes.
How is that a conflict of interest?
Just imagine, I always get accused of being partial anyway, even when I do my very best. When the schools are winning, I am supporting them. It's as if I'm magically sorting the questions and giving them the easier questions. Some people really believe this.
Okay.
And then when the schools are losing, it is my fault as quiz mistress. It's a very interesting dynamic, isn't it? Because, and I always tell myself that I must be doing something right, because if a school really thinks I'm their ally one year and their arch enemy the next year, then I must be doing something right? That means I'm trying really hard to be impartial. And it's the same with my own senior high school. Believe me, I don't know the contestants that come from there. Would you imagine what would happen if I were to now suddenly get up that I'm going to a Bri Girls Senior High School to go and teach so that my school, that's completely against the spirit of the whole competition. So I am completely impartial. I do not know the contestants from anywhere. I don't socialize with any of them before the competition. And when they come and do what they have to do, and I do what I have to do as impartially as possible.